What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AR Movie Memos. We are about to get into the new review of Lazarus, episode 10. I Can't Tell You Why. In this episode, we learned that Skinner's medical history provides a lead, but requires entry to a private medical facility. The episode begins learning that there are 6 days left before the countdown is over with, and the world is going to hell. With everything shutting down and the stock market crashing in any worst case scenario that would be going on at this moment. Next, we see Doug and the group at headquarters discussing the pill that Christina found. We finally learned that the pill that they found is medicine that Skinner was taking for an artificial heart that he had. Going through the information, they learned that he had the procedure done at a private medical facility that they can't get access to. Next, we see Leland leaving the room, getting changed, and goes back into the room with the Lazarus crew and tells them they know where to get the information that they need. Next, we see the gentleman HQ that we saw in the previous episode that the assassin is working for, making a phone call acquiring about Axel's whereabouts. Following that, we see Leland, Doug, and Axel going to a big mansion, realizing that that is Leland's home, and he is a part of the Asher family, a family of rich aristocrats. Learn about Leland's family and learn that him and his sister are the only living relatives left of their family, and the dynamic that they have within the family and a lot of the turmoil that was going on between them. With Leland's parents and brother dead, his sister wants Leland to be the next of kin to their family's inheritance. Leland's sister makes a deal with him in exchange for the information that she will be giving him. She wants him to spend one weekend with her. Next, we see the people that's over the Lazarus Project, and they have found footage of Skinner, learning about the truth about him and the incident that happened at the airport years ago. There was a prototype of the Hoptera that Skinner had, but the prototype instantly killed when a SWAT team fired among his suitcase. Next, we see Leland, Axel, and Doug meet with the doctor that performed the heart surgery on Dr. Skinner. Talking about Leland as a boy at the funeral of Leland's father and about the procedure that she did on Skinner, and they come to an agreement. Next, we see the people over Lazarus talking about why Axel is playing such a big part in this. We learned that he was one of the test subjects of Hoptera. We also learned that he is the last test subject that had survived, and they need him in the group to get a witness that is in Pakistan. And last, before the episode ends, we see the assassin on the highway planning the trap to apprehend Axel. And then the episode goes off and says 6 days left. Now, with this episode, I am disappointed, but it's not a bad episode. I'm more disappointed in the fact that this is more of a filler info dump episode towards the tail end of everything that's going on. And like I said previously in some of the other episodes, I just feel like we really don't have enough time to have a episode like this, even though I do understand the importance of it. But with 13 episodes, we don't really have enough time to go into this backstory of Leland and with his family dynamic. It is interesting, it is interesting to learn about Leland's backstory and learning how he comes from a aristocratic family, the dynamic that his family plays a role within the story. But with everything going on, it just seems a little unnecessary. Now, what is interesting is learning about Axel and his connection to Hopper and to Dr. Skinner, learning that he is one of the last individuals that was a test subject that was in the prison, and now understanding why they want to eliminate him. I am thoroughly excited for next week's episode to see the showdown with the assassin and Axel. But overall, it's not a bad episode. If the series was longer, I wouldn't mind an episode like this, but with it being on such a time constraint, I just felt like this was a little unnecessary. Let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comments section. If you liked it, you disliked it, you got the same sentiment I have, let me know, you guys. And once again, thank you guys for listening to this week's review of Lazarus. If this is your first time coming to the channel or even listening to this review, thank you guys again. Like I always tell you guys, we have the episodes and the playlist on the channel so you can get caught up with everything, but not even just with Lazarus, but with the latest trailer reactions, movie reviews, and TV and movie news in the industry going on today. If you haven't subscribed to the page, this is AR Movie Memos. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all news, reviews, and everything Lazarus related on the page. Thank you guys for the listen, and I'll catch you guys on next week's review.